So, first problem on the back side of page 2 is solving an inequality for x. We have 26 plus x is greater than 5 groups of negative 6 plus 3x. What I would do is probably refer to page 12, solving inequalities. And I have 4 easy steps. So let's begin. Let's begin with distribution. So I do have 5 that I need to distribute into this binomial. So let's go ahead and rewrite this as 26 plus x is greater than or equal to negative 30 plus 15x. Step 2, combine like terms. So that means I have to look on the left side. And, well, I don't have any like terms. And what about the right side? Nope. Skip on to step 3. We need my variables to go to one side. So as you'll notice at the very beginning, I highlighted that I have variables on both sides. Now, what I would probably do is remove this positive 1x because it's smaller. So I'm going to subtract x. And like I said, that's a 1. And so then minus 1x. This eliminates, and I can bring down 26 is greater than or equal to negative 30 plus 14x. Next, I would remove the constant. Now, that's the constant that's on the same side of my variable. So that constant is negative 3. Using the inverse operation, I would add 3 to eliminate it and add 3 to the other side. So that would be 26, 27, 28, 29 is now greater than, sorry, I just realized that I had miswritten here. I was supposed to bring down negative 30. Sorry, I knew that that wasn't seeming right. There we go. So if we add 30 onto this, I end up with a positive 56 is greater than or equal to 14x. I guess I could have written that in black. Sorry about that. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on. Let me just double check. And lastly here, there we go, so it looks a little bit more uniform. I need to remove my coefficient, sorry. Now, because my coefficient is being multiplied times x, the inverse operation would be dividing. Now, 14 over 14 will reduce to 1. Now, please do not move your variables. So I'm going to put greater than or equal to x. And now 56 divided by 14. Well, I know 7 times 8 is 56. So 7 times 8 is 56. And I could break down 8 into 2 times 4. And that's 14. Well, that means 56 divided by 14 is, well, just 4. Perfect. So I could say that 4 is greater than or equal to x, or, and I will choose either of these as correct, x is less than or equal to 4. Either of these will be correct. Okay, next problem. Again, I'm going to be solving for x. This time I have negative groups of x plus 15 is greater than 4 groups of 6 plus 3. And I have a feeling I forgot a variable. Let me 3x. Sorry. There we go. Hit 3x. So let's go ahead and begin with step 1, distribution. Now I have a negative, technically negative 1 up here in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute my negative 1, giving me negative 1x minus 15 is greater than, and let's distribute again, 24 plus 12x. Sorry, I left off that variable. All right, now, step 2, combine like terms. Well, I don't have any like terms on this side or on that side. So let's move all of our variables to one side. I think I'm going to move this negative 1x by adding 1x. Let's eliminate that. Add 1x. And let's get negative 15 is greater than 24. And then that should now give me a positive 13. Now we have to remove our constant. Remember, I'm talking about the constant that is on the same side of this variable. So that means I need to remove my 24 by subtracting to eliminate it. Subtracting to eliminate it. Now, again, like I stated, a lot of people have been having trouble adding integers here. So because they're both negative, I know that my answer will also be negative because it's becoming more negative. So let's go ahead and simply sum it up. So that will give me a 9 and a 3. Negative 39 is greater than 13x. And last step, let's go ahead and divide both sides by 13 to reduce that to 1. Okay, well 13 goes in there 3 times, but remember it's a negative 39. So therefore I would say negative 3 is greater than x, or I could also say that x is less than negative 3. Again, both of these are correct. All right, we have our last 2 word problems. Olivia's buying tickets for a charity. Adult tickets cost $25, which is twice as much as children's tickets. Olivia is buying 2 adult tickets and has $250 to spend. So, well, let's go ahead and highlight. So she's buying tickets. Adult tickets cost $25. Oh, and she's buying 2 adult tickets. Okay. Now, children's tickets, well, adult tickets are twice as much as children's tickets. And we're trying to find out what is the maximum number of children's tickets that she can purchase. So remember, whatever they're asking us to find, that is our variable. That's what we don't know. That is our x, our variable. Now here, let's go ahead and fill that in. We're looking for the number of children's tickets. Now, obviously, that's going to affect the amount Olivia will spend. Okay. So in that case, let's go ahead and write out our inequality. So it looks like Olivia has $250 to spend. So in that case, can she spend more or less than $250? Well, if her spending limit is $250, there's no way she could spend more, but it's always possible to spend less. Now, can she spend exactly $250? Yes. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about, well, they said that adult tickets are $25, and, well, for sure she's buying 2 adult tickets. We already know that. So 2 adult tickets, so that's 2 adult tickets would mean that she's spending $50. And children's tickets, it says adult tickets are twice as much. So that means if we work backwards, children's tickets are half. So if an adult ticket costs $25 and half of it, that would give me $12.50. Okay, so we're going to say $12.50. Let me really try and squeeze that dot in there. There we go. Boop. $12.50. Now, do we know how many children's tickets she can purchase? We're going to find out. So that's my X value. There we go. Make sure you can see that dot. All right, so we need to solve. We have 50 plus 1250x is less than or equal to 250. Now, just like before, we'd follow the same 4 steps. I don't need to distribute. I don't need to combine like terms. I don't have variables on both sides, so that means I just need to remove my constant. Okay. So I have 1250x is less than or equal to 200. Okay, so that we can go ahead and do just like last time. So obviously I would put my 1250 on the outside and my 200 here. Now, to be quite honest, this is going to take a while. I already know that 1250 doubled is 25. And, well, 25 goes into 200. I don't even really have to do that. I already know that that's, well, 8 because that's quarters, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is 100. Another 100, that's 8. So if we double it and it's 8, so that means that we would have to double this again. So 1250 would be 16. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and divide by my 1250. 1250, that reduces to 1. I say x is less than or equal to 16. Now, what does that mean? That means can purchase. Sorry, I was trying to put all that at once. Is 16. All right, so Millie has a gift card for $120, and they offer the first 3 months of movie downloads for a total charge of $12.99 for the first 3 months, and then they charge $15.99 for each additional month. Of course, we have the $120 gift card. So we want to know what is the independent, what's the dependent. Well, first thing I would do is probably look at my question. What is the maximum number of months Millie can use her gift card? So X would be the number of additional months. And that's going to affect the balance of her gift card. Okay. So we know that she has $120 on her gift card. Can she spend more than $120? Nope. Can she spend exactly $120? Yeah. But if she can't spend more, then that means less than again. Now, they did give us the first 3 months for approximately $13, $12.99. And then, after the promotional 3 months, they're going to charge me $15.99 for every additional month. There we go. So, this is what I'm going to do to go ahead and start solving. Because obviously we're not going to have a calculator, and I'm not going to give you these cent charges. So let's go ahead and round it. So we have approximately 13 plus 16x should be less than or equal to 120. Now, the only reason I'm doing this is because of the fact that we don't have calculators, and you're not going to get these sort of numbers. I would, of course, remove my constant by subtracting 13 to eliminate it. Subtract 13. And let's bring down our 16x is less than or equal to 107. Now 16. Well, I know that that would be 32. And 32 3 times would go in 96. So our last bit here, let's divide by 16. That's going to reduce to 1, leaving us with x is less than or equal. So what I was trying to do in my head, sorry, was count how many times 16 can possibly go into 107. And what I was thinking of is that it would get us a 96 here if we multiply that times 6. Okay, well that's a 1 and a 1. So then we're going to eventually get into decimal points. And so I could again do 96. But you see we're kind of going to be in this cycle here. But for sure, what we're going to say is 6.6-ish. Now, I need to make that into an actual sentence. What does that mean? Now, these are additional months. So for sure, I'm not going to count this one here because we would go over. So that would be 6 months plus our original 3 months. So we could say Millie can use her gift card for a maximum of 6 additional months or 9 months total. And there we go. Your test will be 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday. Good luck.